What's up with y'all? I got a long drive ahead of me. Hold on. I don't know why I don't be thinking about putting them on until it's time to start driving. I mean, talking to y'all. And that'd be the worst time to try to. Alright, there you go. I be tripping because I can't really hear that good with my. Hold on. Kevin Gates in my ear. I wasn't trying to hear no damn Kevin Gates song. And this trip, that damn song was in my head, that part. It just came on. I don't know why my mind do that. Anyway. Let me tell y'all this story. So, I'm sitting in the prison yard. Everybody got on like orange jumpsuits and shit, which is weird because orange jumpsuits is not prison, that's county jail. So I'm sitting, I'm talking to different people. And it's messed up because most of the people I'm seeing or that's talking to me or around me where I'm at are people I know from the streets. I have never really seen this many people that I know from the streets in one prison unit. We all outside, we talking about just miscellaneous things. One dude that I done told y'all about a couple times in the store from the free world, not from prison though, named Steve. I'll remind you who he is real quick. This is the dude that me and Bro got into it with when we was young and they was older, they were GD. But we got into it with them but we didn't get into it with them per se, but they had caught some of the big homies slipping. And we ran out to aid and assist to even up the odds. That's just what it was. It got to a point where, well, now let me finish telling y'all who this dude is. This is also the same dude I don't know, we had that house party at the house. I told y'all I had seen some shit going on outside in the rain. With my big sister and them, this is that dude. But we sitting in prison, we talking about some shit. I don't remember exactly what the conversation was about. What up though? So we get to a point where he telling me like, man, my brother just got up out of here. I'm like, which brother? He like, my little brother. And I'm thinking DJ because he looks at DJ like a little brother, like I do. Strange part about it is, his son, Lil Steve, is who DJ look at like a little brother. But he was telling me like, yeah, man, my little brother just got up out. I'm like, where's little brother? So he told me which one. I knew who it was. I'm like, yeah. Where he go? He like, man, I think he's going to Mississippi. I'm like, huh? So I look over, he pointing. You a stupid bro. If you don't have speed and you see me coming, why in the world? Now you gonna beat your horn at me like I'm the one in the wrong.
In 1.25 miles.
Well, you see me under the highway with all these trucks. I can't, hold on, y'all. Let me get this out of my system. I can't just pull over, nigga. This nigga getting on the freeway going 2 miles an hour, but he done jump off the ramp into the goddamn highway. Now he looking at us like we just supposed to stop. I'm like, bro, you got me hitting my brakes on the highway, bro, to keep from killing you. Anyway, back to the story. Nigga, heart beating down my chest. The man like his brother was going to Mississippi, which confused the hell out of me. Like, we in the jump, bro. You don't go home to another state. You got to roll out here. And you don't just get interstate compact like right off the wham. Y'all from here, not from Mississippi, so how the hell he going to Mississippi?
Right to I-440 West.
So when he point,
Left.
he like, they gone, I see a diesel truck yard pulling out the fence. Well, not on the other side of the fence. And the trucks are orange, about the exact same color of the jumpsuits we got on.
Keep left to I-440 West.
And all of a sudden I'm like, is you telling me that your brother is in a diesel driving over here? He like, yeah, man, he finally got a load. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Got a load? So I'm thinking in my head, nigga, I'm a truck driver. I know I'm gonna get a load to get up out of here. Boom. We chop it up probably another 10, 15, 20 minutes. And my little bro DJ walked up and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on, man? Now we in traffic, can't move. Anyway, my little brother DJ is he pull up. I'm like, what's up, bro? The hell you doing? He like, man, I came to get you. I'm like, what you mean you can't, nigga? You ain't finna break me up out this bitch. He was like, nah, nigga, me and you, we got a load, bro, let's go. I'm like, nigga, let's go. I don't even know where the load going. I don't know how we, look, let's go. I hop in the truck. Well, we both hop in the truck, we got the load. Whatever it is super sensitive, it's super important. We're on time schedule, we got a long way to go with it. Let's go. So me and him, we riding, you know what I'm saying? We riding, we kicking it. He chopping up like we regular do, like when we in the car together. When I tell you we done crossed probably about 8, 9 states, but this is like lickety split. We done made it a long distance in a short period of time. We done crossed lakes and rivers and mountains and all this shit. And we finally get to a part of this road, like it's almost like we're in the Amazon jungle. And we riding on like a gravel road or something, and there's a cliff on the side of it. It's real narrow where we driving it. And I guess he was driving because I'm looking at the passenger side at the cliff. And then I see some dudes. It's like two big muscle-bound African dudes, but they wearing like olive green suits. Kind of like they was high-ranking military officials. They got all the shit on their shoulders, not the stars and them, but the thing with the tassels on and shit, with the hats. Kind of look like maybe Chinese military, but these dudes are African. So they stopping us, and they like, hey, bring your truck down here. And I'm like, how, nigga? And all of a sudden, they was like, I stepped out, we talking, he like, bring your truck down here. And I'm asking how, like, and I look back, and it ain't a truck no more. It's a big ass thing, but it got handles on it where I can grab it on one side and DJ can grab it on the other side. So it's still big. We lift that down up like superheroes or some shit and dropped it down on the train track. Because all of a sudden now where they were standing there was the train tracks. It was like the very beginning of the train track, but it was more like the end. Because the piece that we was holding was a caboose type thing. It latched onto the back of the train. And I'm like, man, you expect us to ride in this thing while it's connected to this train? He was like, no, you get on the train. So we get on the train, and the African dudes is getting us seated and everything. And it's like restaurant booths. Where we sitting there, it's like the curved restaurant booths. Well, half a booth. And we going through, this is the thing about it. We black, African American, whatever you want to call it. Haitian American, all that. No doubt about it, these two officials is loading us up and all this shit are African. They speaking English with an African accent. Everybody on this train is Asian. Because when I get on the train, first thought I had was, how are y'all gonna stop me and DJ from getting on down? You know what I'm saying, bro? We gotta get on down on y'all there. So when I look up and I realize everybody on this goddamn train is Asian, that's when I look at him like, shit, that's how they gonna stop us. We ain't fit to blend in this motherfucking crowd. So we pushing through the crowd to go find us a booth to sit down. That's all that remains. Told us, look, sit down there, come let you know it's time to get your load off. I'm like, all right, man. So DJ walking in front of me, and he grabbed his boot, and when he grabbed it, he do something funny. Instead of letting me slide in behind him, he heard me slide in and throw his legs up in the boot to where I can't sit down. And being a big brother, I'm trying to swat at his legs. Like, nigga, move your damn legs, nigga. I'm trying to sit down. But he stiffed up on me, wouldn't let me move his legs out the seat. I'm like, what's up, bro? And he like, man, I'm just chilling by myself, bro. Don't find you one of them other booths back there. There's some empty booths back there. We just walk past. And I'm looking at this boat with all these Asian folks. I don't know nobody about. And I don't know about none of these folks, bro. I don't even know if these people speak English. Like, man, you get you a booth by yourself then. But now I'm really mad because y'all might not know this about me, but I have anxiety. Real bad. Meaning, I don't like going places by myself. I'm a truck driver. It's odd, ain't it? I don't go to restaurants and eat by myself. If I go shopping by myself, I run in the store, grab what I'm going to get, and get the hell up out of there. If there's too many people on that aisle that I'm trying to go down, then I go somewhere else and wait. You know what I'm saying? I go somewhere else and get something else and then double back. If I can come back this aisle and it's too crowded, then I'll just leave whatever I needed on that aisle and get it next time. But I don't like being around a whole bunch of people like that. I don't know if it's effects from prison or what, but if it is, it just ain't wore off with me yet, and I don't like being around a whole bunch of people. So I went back there, I'm kind of in my feelings, I'm kind of mad at it, bro. Because, bro, you really just played me. I sit down, and I doze off. Cause like I said, I ain't talking about, I ain't got no music, no phone, I ain't got no phone, nothing. So I'm just sitting there and I doze off. One of the African dudes, I don't know how long I've been asleep. But apparently some shit been happening while I've been asleep. And one of the African dudes come wake me up and be like, hey, you have something, some money or something, then you should give it to them just to keep the peace. And I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, to keep the peace so they don't bother you, they don't rob you, they don't jump on you, beat you up. I'm like, huh? Oh, what? Take the what and lead the what? He's like, yeah. I said, man, they gonna try to rob me? He's like, man, yeah, they gonna try to get you. Right then, penitentiary rules in effect. Hey! Man, one of you motherfuckers got a problem with me? Man, let that shit be known. Cause I ain't giving them motherfuckers. Matter of fact, y'all can suck my dick. What's up? Man, there's about 20 Asian people. I don't even see DJ no more. There's about 20 Asian people that stood up. All them dudes, the female shit ain't stood up. And they get to walking to me, they ain't saying nothing. They get about 5 feet, like they close. They close. They get up on me and they get to huddling up like a soccer team, you know what I'm saying? They huddling up, arms around each other, they talking. And one dude turned back around like he was to be the ambassador, but he got a mug on his face. So he take 2 steps and I swing, wow! I hit this motherfucker hard as I could. Knocked him back into the crowd, another dude run up. So I'm like, well, I didn't grab him with one arm. And I'm choking the shit out of there with one arm and I'm punching with the other arm. And these motherfuckers, like the one I knocked back, dude eyes started glowing. Like Cyclops from the X-Ray and the X-Men. But his eyes weren't glowing red, they were kind of like green. And I'm tripping. Like, what the fuck? Now all the rest of these motherfuckers started doing shit. And it's like they turned into goddamn superheroes and shit. Super villains or whatever the fuck they supposed to be. But they all coming in my ass. And I'm like, oh, Lord. But I'm still fighting. I'm still fucking these folks up. All of them. a motherfucker come busting through the ceiling with a red and yellow, kind of like a Superman costume, but it wasn't no S on the chest or no shit like that. But it was like yellow gloves, yellow cape, everything else was red. There was some more shit on it, but I can't describe it all.
150124.
So this motherfucker fly through the ceiling, and it's a woman. And she is African. She got a low haircut, almost like a bald fade. She had a real low haircut. And at first I thought, okay, here come the cavalry. But this motherfucker wasn't going at this, she was going at me. I got to whooping her ass too.
Continue on the
And then I woke up. Now this is a strange thing about to wake up. When I wake up, I'm in one of my old houses in my mama bed. Not in the bed like I was sleeping in the bed, but in the bed like somebody carried me in and tossed my ass on the goddamn bed. So as I'm in here, I don't know, like I knew it in the thing, but I don't know now who it was in the room with me when I woke up. They was standing over me, wiping my face and shit like I'm sweating real bad. And I'm tripping. I'm like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? And they like, calm down. I'm like, hell no. I said, man, nigga, you goddamn, you don't know the dream I just had. And they're like, boy, calm down. So my mama come in the room. And she like, he up? They're like, yeah, he up. And I'm like, man, mama, let's get about the dream. She's like, boy, calm down, calm down. And I'm like, mama, listen to me. And she's like, what? Listen. I'm yelling, screaming like, man, what are you motherfuckers about to listen to me about this goddamn dream I just had? I said, man, I was in the boat turning the superhero, and the Chinese boat trying to kick my ass, and then the black woman came through the ceiling, and she had a goddamn cape on. I thought she was my friend. He like, he ain't seen the news yet, has he? I'm like, what you mean I ain't seen the news yet? And they like, boy, you all over the damn news, you it. She was about to tell me, I guess, that I was a hero. Motherfucker. Why is you in a Mustang and pull out on the highway going 10 miles an hour? Man, this is why I got to be wide awake when I'm driving, because if I was halfway asleep, I would have been killed 2 people by now. Little cars, why do y'all do that? We can't stop these cars in these trucks at the drop of a dime. If I would have been loaded, dude would have got hit right then, because he pulled out on the freeway and still I'm hitting the horn and he looking around like, what you want me to do? Nigga, hit the gas. Quit trying to ease into this is the highway. Nigga, get on this motherfucker going to speed. It's 75 miles an hour. We going 75 miles an hour. Damn. Got the nerve to be from Texas. No, you niggas can't drive. Give a damn you in a 1957 Mustang tonight. Then you been crying, this bitch probably can't go speed limit no damn more. Drive around these antiques like y'all the shit. Could be a shit stain on the concrete. Anyway, damn man. Oh, forgive me. This is the messed up part about it. When my mama said, oh, you ain't seen the news yet, you up. My boss get to calling, and I woke up for real. And he telling me that I got a load in Hot Springs, which I'm on my way to. And I'm like, nigga, what type of dream was that? I ain't never had no dream like that. That shit was vivid and clear as hell. And it messed me up. And the only reason I'm telling y'all now is I had to call my mama and tell her first. And when I was telling her, I was like, man, let me hop on live and tell these folks this bullshit here. Because lately, I've been having weird ass dreams. And this dream was seeming so real because everything was involved in it. Everything. Prison, truck driving, family, homeboy turning their back on me. Me having to fight all these people that I ain't supposed to be able to win, but I'm winning anyway. Man, this shit, that dream right there, it was damn a little too real. I don't know. I think DJ ended up in the dream because he was hitting me up right before I went to sleep again this morning, and we was talking about some helping him with some content. I got another update for y'all. The job that I had applied for, one of them called me and told me they were filled day before yesterday. That was, I guess, the home daily job. Told me their positions had been filled up. But yesterday, on the way to that false ass load they sent me to, the other job, the home every weekend job called. And they were like, hey, do you still want this position? I was like, yes sir. So do, what about it? And they were like, well, we processing your application, we just want to call and talk to you, ask you a few questions about your application. And I'm like, all right, shoot. So they wanted to know about the wreck I had. They're like, we see you had this wreck. And I'm like, yeah. And like, tell me about it. So I told them about it. She's like, so when the other cars were, I was like, no, man. I'm like, okay, that's good, that's good. And I wanted to talk shit like, you know, you talking about my accident, talking about that's good. But I guess it was good there wasn't nobody else involved because a car wouldn't have made it. If I'd have hit a car, it would have been over with. So I told her about that, and she acted like it wasn't a big deal. You know, I'm trying to listen and see her response and her reaction. And to me, it seemed like she was acting like it really wasn't a big deal, like they can get around that. What else she asked me? She asked me all the questions I love to hear. Have you ever failed a drug test or refused? Nope. Do you have any things on your background for prison felonies? Nope. Not saying I don't, but that shit so far back in the day when they look it up, they don't even find it no more. Thank you, Lord. All that type of stuff. Any DWIs? No. You know what I'm saying? Driving under influence, driving while intoxicated, open containers, and no, none of that. Never in life. I feel good when they ask me them questions. I can tell them no. I ain't never done none of that goofy shit. I did other goofy shit. But at the end, it kind of sounded like I was in a good position to get the job. And she said she had to finish running my application through. She asked me if there was any questions. And I told her the only thing I could think of at the moment is I wanted to make sure that if I am hired on with this company, they would allow me time to put a 2 weeks notice in, because I want to do everything the right way. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, just run off on these people. Even though I don't really like this job, they gave me a job when I needed one, so I don't want to do them wrong or try to run off on them or leave their truck sitting somewhere. Which that don't mean that they're not gonna try to do me wrong as soon as I tell them I'm putting my 2 week notice in. Because 2 week notice usually gets you in trouble, from my standpoint. I've only put one in one time, and that job fucked me over the very next day. I can tell y'all that story real quick once I make room on the highway to keep people getting on. But the reason I say it is because everybody I know that I've talked to about putting a 2 week notice in got messed over either right then or the next couple days. My story is, hold on. What happened with me was, I was working at this place called Wellspun. And we work 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Always tired. I know I used to come home so tired, that I blow one on the way to the house. And when I pull up in the driveway, I twist up another one. Because I know I'm going to have to blow one before I can even get out this car. And that was my everyday routine, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday. I get off and I have to have something with me in the car. Cause I got to twist up in the parking lot, twist up in the driveway before I can go in the house, take a shower, eat something, pass out. Well, I had ran back into this woman I used to talk to from Oklahoma. And we had got back to talking all day while I be at work. So we had kind of fell back in love. And it was like, man, I'm so tired of this job. Like, I'm tired of you being tired of that damn job. You always complaining about your job. I'm like, yeah, 7 days a week, I don't get a break. Once you here, they got your ass. You don't have time to go looking for another job. You can't just quit this motherfucking job because you're going to quit your job with no path to another job. You don't have time to talk to people about a job, to look for a job, to call a job, none of that. So when you quit this motherfucker, you just quit. You out of there. Man, I hate these folks. Maybe that'll make you go to speed limit or something. I don't know. Maybe if I do it again, you'll realize this big ass truck behind you. There's a whole lot of room in front of you that you're not exercising on the highway. Drive up a little bit. Cause I'm going 70 miles, speed limit 75. I can't let you just sit in front of me going 65. All right, y'all. So I'll be so tired of, bruh. Thank you. Get off the highway. Some people don't need to drive on the highway. And I hate feeling like I'm bullying folks on this road. But some of y'all just don't belong on the highway. Some of y'all cars don't belong on the highway. If I turn the camera around and let y'all see this one diesel on this side of me, 1, 2, 3 diesels in front of me, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Why would the car be out here playing? Riding in between 2 diesels and you trying to go slow, you trying to brake, man, pick a lane, get in it. Preferably the lane they get y'all way over to the left if we not supposed to be driving in. But we have to drive in and get around y'all. Anyway, so I'm at work and I'm fed up. I'm tired of this shit. It ain't even got to the point where I'm gonna put my 2 weeks notice in. I'm telling y'all how I started getting in trouble, not in trouble, but why everybody started turning on me at work. It's this white dude named Bull. We say he's Bull for bullshit. But this dude, he about 6'6", 320, 30 pounds. This is a big ass country fed white boy. Bull probably like 35 years old. And he was a bully. He loved to pick on people. Like when new people come out there and they get on his squad, you have to warn the new people, like, hey, bro, I don't know if you're going to last a day or a week, but you're probably not going to last on this job. Why not? Man, I can work. They're like, it ain't about working, bro. Bob's a bully. He like to fuck with folks. He going to pick on you. He going to fuck with you. He going to make your day harder than it should be. He going to talk shit to you. He going to talk about your mama. Dude, that type of motherfucker, bro. And then he the type of motherfucker that you're going to think twice about when you get mad if you really want to go over and punch this bitch. Because he's a big motherfucker. Pop up and look, I done seen like dude fires motherfuckers up to dinner every day. There's a high turnover rate at this job. I don't know how it lasted so long. I ain't gonna say dude took a liking to me because he didn't. I just learned how to maneuver from being in prison, how to sneak out and get out the way. And then I came up with this philosophy. Because Bull, he don't be around us all day. He hop in his truck and he drive and he go to the break room and he sit up in the office or in the AC. We out here in the goddamn heat, rain. As long as it ain't, we'll be in the snow. The only thing keep us from working is tornadoes and thunder. Thunder and lightning. If it's thunder and lightning anywhere within a mile radius, they shut work down and we go off in the break room. Tornado, we go off in the big building. Other than that, your ass out in the elements working. 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know, right? Bullshit. The only thing I can say that was good about this job, we got 2 paychecks a week. On Friday, we got our regular paychecks. On Tuesday or Wednesday, we will get our bonus check. Which our bonus check is, you get a certain amount of money if you showed up every day. You clocked in 5 minutes before the shift, you clocked out 5 minutes after the shift. For 7 days, then you'll get like a bonus check that was like $100 something, down to $200, like $180 something. Thing is, you working all day. So what people were trying to do is, a lot of people trying to flip and buy work. Like, that's another reason people that last this job. People come to their job, get a couple paychecks, and go buy a pound or 2. Try to get on. I'm like, man, I'm not fit to do that. I'm fit to work this goddamn job. Because once I get hired on permanent, and we making like $25, $26 an hour, I'm gonna be straight. They started off at like 15, 16. But you have to go so long without missing a day. If you miss a day, they will start your time over. Like, you gotta do this 90 days all over again because you showed up late. They'll use that as an excuse when you get to HR trying to get your bump up. But we used to do big ass pipes, like the pipelines that go under the street, the sewer system, all that shit. We do these big ass pipes. Rules and regulations state that if they got you doing something that you feel like ain't safe, just tell them you don't feel safe and stop doing it. Let your supervisor know you don't feel safe doing this and you stop doing it. Anybody else want to do it, they can do it. You don't have to. So one day we up on these pipes and we up high. The pipes are stacked 6 high. They only supposed to be 4 high. These are like 10 foot in diameter pipes. So they throw you up like 24 feet in the air. You're not supposed to be up this high. You ain't got no harness on, no nothing. These pipes roll. There are big ass cat machines suctioning these pipes up. So when one of them gets suctioned up, the rest of them gonna roll. You jumping pipe to pipe to pipe to pipe. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been trained to do this, but really you just surviving up here. So I get to doing this and I'm like, nope, I don't feel safe. Now what happened was this morning, the dude that's supposed to do it for some reason wasn't the one doing it. The person who's been trained, and Bull came out there and he was doing it. Because our main dude was gone, so they sent us a backup from the other end of the yard. And Bull was like, nah, bro, you just sit down and watch. I got this shit, I got this. So Bull doing it. And he rushing through it and he sloppy and shit. And he hitting the pipes, and before he pick a pipe up, he made them bitches go rolling. Well, they rolling and I'm running down these pipes. And I get to jumping pipe to pipe to pipe to pipe to pipe, and I'm going down, 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 down. After I went pipe to pipe to pipe to pipe, I'm going down, down, down. And the pipes is rolling behind me off the top of the stack. These pipes weigh about 80,000 pounds a piece. That's 40 tons. I can't stop that. If it catch me, I'm dead. I'm running, my mind ain't computing fast enough to run sideways and get out of the line of the pipe. I'm trying to run straight and outrun the damn pipe. It ain't working. Finally, something tell me to run sideways. Bro, is you gonna let me over? I know you see these goddamn get over signs like I do. So I done got up the line, fired the pipe, and this pipe getting crushed and killed everything in the path. Now I didn't get out the line. Bull was sitting there in the cat machine, and it ran into the cat machine and knocked that back about 15 feet. Or 15 yards, whatever. But it's steady bumping it back. And I'm running past that. So that's what stopped it. It hit the cat machine that he was in. And he picked the pipe up because the pipe was it was all bent up and all that shit scratched up, dented up, all that shit from hitting that cat. Well, the white dude that was supposed to be up there, when Bull pulled that pipe out the ground with the suction cup and ran to the other side of the yard to hide it, dude started taking pictures of Bull from the back, like riding off with the damn thing. Then he ran up, he started taking pictures of the other pipes. He started taking pictures of the wood that was in between the pipes because that shit was shattered and splintered all over the place. So I'm like, damn, I wasn't even thinking about why he was taking pictures. I'm not even thinking about why is he taking these pictures. I'm like, what the fuck? He was taking pictures. He come to me, was up there, and I'm like, hell yeah. He's like, man, you might want to pull your phone out and start taking pictures too. And I'm like, for what? He like, shit, what? Ain't no telling what they gonna try to say behind this. You know that boy, he say, nigga, you know how much money? He say, nigga, be like, you know how much money that's for the cost them? He say, bro, just to be on the safe side to cover your ass, you might want to get some pictures. So I ran over there and started getting pictures. I told him, man, I couldn't get no picture of Bull like you did. He was like, shit, don't even trip, I'm gonna send it to you. So he sent me 2 pictures of Bull driving out with this pipe, swinging and swinging. You can see all the dents in that bitch, all that shit. So I get them pictures, and when Bull come back from hiding that pipe like ain't nothing ever happened, he look at me like, hey, Motor, that's what they call me. He's like, hey, Motor, get your ass on back up there, let's finish this job. I'm like, Bull, I don't feel safe up there, bro. I'm not getting back up there. He's like, man, if you don't get your bitch ass up there and start being a little bitch. I said, man, you call me what you want to, bro. But I don't feel safe going back up there. I'm not getting back there. He's like, man, if you don't get your motherfucking ass up there right motherfucking now, he talking bad to me. I'm like, man, fuck you. I'm not getting back up there. So at this point, dude is really talking shit, and I'm really serious, nigga. I'm not getting my hand back up there. So I walked back over to the pipes. I reached off into the bottom pipe, pulled my backpack out with my lunch and all my other shit in it. Threw that bitch on my motherfucking back and shot his ass to deuce, and I'm gone. And him and everybody else thinking he gone, he quit. He said, man, I heard him. When I finally made that bitch quit. Cause like I told you, he take pride in making people quit this job. He be trying to make you quit. He's trying to make you quit your first day. He go back home and brag to whoever he bragged to. And this is the thing about it. The other supervisors notice about Bull and they don't like it. They don't like Bull because they always got fresh people. They got to train people every damn day. Because Bull runs everybody off. Now, as I'm walking out, I'm not gonna lie, it was a part of me that was about to go home and say, fuck this job, I quit. But
in 1.25 miles, take exit 111 on the right.
As I started getting close to the gate, like I told you, it's like to get in and out, you got to use your thumb on the scanner and you got to go to a turnstile to use your ID badge. I hit my thumb on the scanner and clocked out. Instead of going to my car, I thought about it. I looked at the trailer when I got there. Well, no, I use my ID badge too. When you get outside the gate, is 2 trailers. One of them is the temporary office where the office is temp. Now where you go put your application in and get hired on, all that shit. It's a trailer behind that. That's HR. I go to the HR. And I'm telling the dude up front, I'm like, hey bro, I need to talk to somebody. Like, all right, just give me a minute, I'll be out there to talk to you. Sitting in a little lobby part. So I'm sitting in the little lobby part. Hold on, y'all, let me find my
Take exit 111 on the right to US 70 West.
Alright, I'm back. So I go in the HR part and I'm like, hey bro, I need to holler at somebody. He's like, man, give me a minute, I'll be able to talk to you. So, as he come out there and talk to me, I'm telling him what's going on. I'm telling him about the pipes falling and the wood breaking. He like, stop right there, let me stop you right there. And I'm thinking he about to fuck me over. And he like, man, just hold that. I'm not able to take care of this. I'm gonna have to go get my boss.
Continue on
So
US
I wait for a minute. Dude boss come in and they like, hey, come back here with me in this conference room. So we go in this big ass conference room with the oak table and sit about 14 people, but it's just me and dude. And I'm telling him what's going on. He like, hold on. This is serious. Let me stop you here. I need to go let my boss know what's going on. I'm like, I thought you was the boss. He like, yeah, but I need to let the top person in this building know what's going on. So he go talk to her. I'm sitting there, and he come back and tell me, just give me about 15 minutes. I'm gonna come back and get you, and I need you to tell your story to my boss. I'm like, okay, so I'm just sitting back there chilling. Now, when I walk in, they come back and give me about 15 minutes. When I walk in, instead of it just being the big boss, it's the big boss, and I see Bull's boss, like the yard supervisor manager, the yard boss. Bull is the yard supervisor. This is the yard boss. The nigga that's over all the supervisors, and he don't like Bull. He been wanting to get rid of Bull, never had a reason. So I'm telling the story, and he like, man, he laughing, he like, this shit's too good to be true. This too good to be true. So, and so I'm like, man, I got pictures of y'all, you know, I said, you can trying to clean the shit up. Got people to move, pick the wood, the broken wood up and shit and move the broke pipes. But I got pictures before he was doing all that stuff. And dude said, no way, you got pictures. I said, I got pictures in my phone. He was like, he wrote his phone number down and slid it to me, like, send him to my phone right now. And the woman was like, are you aware that you're not supposed to be taking pictures on the compound? You're not supposed to be. And I'm like, oh man, this bitch could try to fuck me over. And I'm like, nah, I didn't hear that. They got my other supervisor in here now. They the one got her. The woman that's over the temps. That's be in the other trailer. So they're like, they call her, they're like, hey, is it not part of your presentation to tell these people that they can't have phones out here taking pictures inside or outside of this building? And she like, yes. And she like, well, he say he didn't get. I'm like, ma'am, I'm not saying she didn't say it. I'm just saying I don't recall hearing it. So we go back and forth about all that shit. Man, finally they send me back to the conference room and tell me just wait till they come back and get me. So they came back and got me, brought me back in the office in about an hour. And it was just them three again, this temp boss, the yard boss, and the HR boss. So I'm in there with them, and this is what they tell me, like, hey, so this is what we gonna do. You already got all your stuff from out there? When she said that, I knew my job was over with. I'm like, yes, ma'am. She was like, okay, so this is what we gonna do. We're gonna send you home. We're gonna make sure you get paid for the rest of the day. Say, if any one of your buddies from out there get the call in your phone, tell them you don't know what's going on. We fit to run our investigation, and we don't want you and Bull out there bumping heads while we doing it. 9 times out of 10, Bull is gone. Especially after the pictures we saw. We're gonna go out there and try to find them pipes and see where he can try to clean that shit up without reporting it. And Bull asked for to be out of here. I'm like, okay. So they were like, just go home. If anybody calls you trying to figure out what happened, tell them you don't know. You come back to work tomorrow like it's normal, and don't talk about what happened to nobody. I'm like, I ain't bet. So I go home. I show up the next day. When I pull up, it's the white woman that also runs the cat machine. She drives the big machine. I'm like a goddamn general labor out in this bitch. And I do pipe. They can train me to do pipe repair since I've been here so long. I last about 9 months, but they train me to do pipe repair with the 2-bar and shit. So, I pull up in my black Benz. I just happened to be right beside her. She had a little Challenger. So, she looking at me like, motor, the fuck did you do? And I'm like, huh, I can't hear you. She let her window down. I let my window down. She like, fuck it, hold on. She let her window back up, jumped out the car, hopped in the car with me in the passenger side. She was like, motor, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, what you mean? She was like, look, I don't know what the fuck you did when you left that yard yesterday. Westbourne is ran by Indians, like the Hindu type Indians with the dot on the forehead.
15012.
But she's like, I don't know what the fuck you did. But when you left over from out here yesterday, about an hour or two later.
1501.
Like when you left from out here yesterday, them Indians flooded this yard. And they got on dual heels. They didn't say nothing. They were out here with lab coats on, and they were out here with hard hats on and clipboards, and they didn't say nothing to nobody, not even Bull. But every step he made, they made. Everywhere he went, they went, and they didn't say nothing to him the whole day. Our bosses clock out before us because they on salary. So they work like 10 hours a day. Our last 2 hours of the day, every day, is party time. You know, that's when we get to relaxing and sitting down and shit. So they were like, look, when party time came, which is at 5 o'clock, because we get off, we work 7 to 7. She was like, when party time came, and Bull went to clock out, they followed him to the clock out machine. And when he came out from the clock out machine, they was all grouped up standing there, and they told him that his services were no longer needed. They walked him to his truck in the parking lot and told him, don't ever come back. I said, what the hell? And she was like, yeah, man. Well, they got his ass out of here. Then we didn't know what was going on, but we figured whatever it was whatever you did when you left. You weren't coming back. So I walk out in the yard, I'm talking about motherfuckers is clapping. This is like a movie, bro. I walk out there on the yard, motherfuckers is clapping, looking at me like I'm a goddamn hero. Now, old girl, Red, the one I told y'all, she a stud. She was in real cool with Bull, her and her girlfriend, that I was trying to snatch up, and then she turned because the girl wasn't even gay. But she snatched the girl up. Her and Bull and them were real cool. The girl ended up moving to the little country town Bull stayed in and was his next door neighbor. And they be drinking and all this shit together after work. I don't even know. I don't have energy to do none of this shit after work. They do because they females, they ain't doing no work. They work. They ain't making them do the shit we was doing. They basically just ride around all goddamn day. So it was a dude named Sean when I first started. There was like my yard supervisor. Bull was his boss. Sean ended up getting a promotion to safety or something. And the stud Red ended up getting his job. So now she riding around in her truck. Bull get to ride around in his truck. And they just ride around fucking with folks all day. Let me add this part in. It was one time where there was some pre-work people out there getting a load, and I was on this Jenny boom. And when I was backing off in their truck, I hit the truck. I hit the trailer park. And I dented the trailer park. Just not like a trailer like what I got. It's like a flatbed trailer. I put a small dent on the side of it. Didn't really mess nothing up. Unless you the direct owner and you like your shit looking how you bought your shit, then you be like looking at it like, man, you can fuck my shit up. But as far as using it and getting your money out of it, you could still get all the money you was getting at first. I didn't fuck it up. I guess I was supposed to take a drug test. They never came to get me for a drug test. So when Red came to me that next day, she was like, man, that's fucked up how you did bull. I was like, man, that's fucked up how bull. She was like, man, you had to do him like that, man. Dude was cool as fuck. I'm like, man, to who? She was like, man, to everybody, even you. I'm like, bull wasn't no cool motherfucker to me. She was like, nigga, you bull. The only reason why you still got a job. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, man, you mean when you hit that goddamn truck and folks wanted the drug test from your ass? He told him I did the shit, let me take the drug test. Because he knew your ass was dirty, he knew I was clean. I'm like, well, I ain't know nothing about none of that. He was still an asshole to me. She was like, man, that's fucked up. Now we ain't got nobody to look out for us, let us do the shit we be doing. Nigga, whoever come over here now gonna be by the book. I'm like, man, bull, we're getting more motherfucking fired than a little bit. You the only one benefit from bull. You and your girl running around licking on each other on the job and shit. I said, you and her the only motherfucker benefiting from bull working here. Everybody else happy. So, a couple of other country ass supervisors that I didn't know that was cool with bull, they started making their way over to the yard over the next few days. They'd give me the mean mug and shit. Like, look at me and then spit on the ground. You know how country motherfuckers be. Threat you without threatening you. So I started feeling the tension. They pulled me away from the yard, had me working by myself doing 2-part all day, working on pipe in the heat. No where to lean up against these trains and get some shade. I'm just out here in the heat. Eventually I started getting the squad. Everybody they was getting mad at they was fucking up. They were like, man, go over there and work the field. Go work with Motor. Go holler at Motor. They were like, hey bro, your name Motor? I'm like, yeah bro, that's me. So these people come work with me. That lasted like a month or two, and I got to talking to old girl. Well, she convinced me to come out to Oregon to give us another chance. And I'm like, bet, I'm tired of the job anyway. Because I told you I ain't got tired of the goddamn job. That was the reason why I could deal with work. But it was the people fucking with me, putting me in awkward ass jobs and situations, fucking with the people they don't want to fuck with, and all this and that. But I didn't realize that I had a blessing coming. They were fit to make me a boss over that department. That department didn't have a boss. They just used to send people over here to do that shit. And they were fit to make me the boss over that. Which means I was gonna get a truck. I was gonna goddamn be riding around, not doing no work, pull up on people, checking with them, fucking with them. Hey, why y'all ain't working? Get to work. All right, don't make me send your ass home, that type of shit. But I was talking to a girl, and I'm like, look, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my 2 weeks notice in, and I'm gonna take these 2 paychecks and I'm gonna save them instead of buying clothes and shoes and shit and jewelry and just fucking off. I'm gonna save these 2 paychecks so I have me a little kicking knot when I come up there, you know what I'm saying, the last minute until I get a job or whatever. So I went down there like, hey, I like to put my 2 weeks notice in. They were like, you sure about that? I'm like, yeah. So she was like, well, you can't just put it in, you gotta write it out. Yeah, you gotta formally submit it, you gotta write down why you quitting and all this and that, and go from there. So I did all that, I signed it, they signed it, I turned it in. I go back to the yard and I asked Red, I'm like, hey Red, I'm gonna take a half a day. And she was like, you sure? I'm like, hell yeah. She's like, man, you gonna have to get that half a point. I'm like, man, I ain't tripping. I'm like, man, I ain't tripping. I just put my 2 weeks notice in anyway. She was like, all right, go ahead. So I left. Go home. Same shit. My body got in the collapse when I got to the house. I couldn't do shit to enjoy the little half a day off. So I went to sleep. Got up the next day. Went to work like normal. I slide to the turnstile with the car, go off in the building, wait with everybody else, put my thumb up there. So now I gone out to the yard, to wait for the big boss to come out there and tell us what we doing today, what we gonna be working at. Red slide up on me while he talking like, damn, Phil, how you get on the compound? I'm like, what you mean? Like with my card and my thumb like everybody else. She was like, no, your shit's supposed to be deactivated. They fired you yesterday. I'm like, they fired who? I was like, nigga, I ain't, man, whatever, I ain't fired. I'm thinking this be playing. When it's all said and done, dude, through giving this speech, he like, hey, you ain't employed here no more, Motor. I'm like, what you mean? Like, yeah, they let you go for sneaking out yesterday, stealing time off the time clock. I'm like, I ain't stealing no time on the time clock. Like, well, yeah, you did. You didn't use your thumb to get out. You didn't use your card to get out. You just left. I'm like, man, I had permission to leave. I talked to my supervisor, asked her if it was okay. She gave me the okay. I was in there, how you think I got to my car if I didn't go at least to the turnstile? Even if I did get to use my thumb, I can't get out the turnstile without using my car. So it's a easy way to tell what time I left and deduct the hours from my paycheck. And they were like, yeah, ain't nobody doing all that. They say you went around the gate. I'm like, the gate is the only way you can go around the gate. You have to walk a mile. You have to walk a mile down this gate. It's a hole in the gate. You go through that, then you got to walk a mile back to where the cars are, to the parking lot. They're like, well, I don't know what you did, but you fired. I'm like, man. Now I'm feeling like bull. Like, man, you bitches been waiting on something to happen so y'all can fire me. I ain't even tripping. I put my 2 week notice in. But I had to go tell old girl, hey, look, these bitches fired me today. So ain't gonna be no 2 week paychecks to save up and be on my feet until I can get a job. And that's my horror story of putting in a 2 week notice. Because them folks don't give a damn about you. They will fire your ass as soon as you put it in. I talked to one of the homegirls the other day. And she said she had got a new job. They was paying more money, better hours, and it was what she wanted to do. So she put her 2 weeks notice in at her current job. No, she said she didn't want to tell them. But something happened. They didn't want to let her. She was gonna take vacation days. She had 40 hours of vacation days. That's a whole week of work. So she was like, she was gonna take 1 week of vacation and she was gonna put the notice in. She said when she put the notice in, because she was like, you gotta put it in at the beginning. She was asking about her hours and shit. They wasn't trying to give her 40 hours. And then when she tried to get her 40 hours, they fired her ass. And that's why I be nervous about putting that 40 in that 2 week notice in.
Take exit 6 on the right to US 70 West.
I told my mama with this job, I would go ahead and do it because it's a truck driving job, and I know how greedy these folks is. They're gonna take that 2 weeks and try to squeeze every mile out of motherfucker they can get, and then they're gonna want their truck back. But then they're gonna want their truck back, so they're gonna probably bring it back to Chicago, save the sound, so they can get their truck back.
The right to US 70 West.
Anyway, I feel like more blessings on the way. So I'm gonna try to do everything the right way. And if these folks call me back and tell me I got this job, I'm gonna put the 2 week notice in. I'm gonna drive them last 2 weeks with these folks. Try to get all the miles I can. And then I'm gonna go take me a job where I can be home with my family more often. Where I can be in the studio doing more videos, spend more time with Zena. Other than that, shout out to everybody that came through to watch this video today. I'm gonna
Continue on US 70.
try to, when the video finally upload, I'm gonna go back in and see if I can't read y'all comments. But like I say, go leave a comment on the video once it uploads. Because I can for sure, I'll get alerts and everything from the comments. In the meantime, in between time, don't be afraid to take the long road instead of the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. Y'all know I love y'all, and I appreciate you. Yeah.